But if you close your eyes, up here we're free, bound only by frozen memories.
Hi guys, so we're at Sturtles today with the kids. Well, I just have the one kid today, but we had a grand time feeding the animals and now we're just gonna have some lunch. Okay, so you know what I said about Cape Town weather, like today is boiling, like I think it's pretty much 35 degrees Celsius, so I don't even know what that is in Fahrenheit, but I am dying. And I mean, a few days ago it was like 14 Celsius, so it was like raining and cloudy, and I was wearing like a shirt, a scarf, a jersey, and I put on a jacket, and today I'm like, need to down. And today I'm like boiling and like dying, and I need to like down water or jump in the pool or something, because
So in a previous vlog, I mentioned that my parents are going away for Christmas, that they're going to South Africa and I'm staying here in Calgary. And the thing is, they just wanted to go for a family dinner because they leave tomorrow morning. So we were discussing and so on, and I found a place called Keys, charcoal grill and sushi. So we're gonna head out there. We've got a reservation at 7. So we're gonna go out there, but my parents aren't ones to be filmed. They don't really like the idea of being filmed and so on. So it's most probably we're just gonna go, and then I'll give a little review, a recap on what I thought about the place and so on. And hopefully in a later stage, either I can just go there, or maybe I'll go with some friends, or even just me and Cara, which is like next year sometime. But at the end of the day, so you guys can see what the restaurant's like. It looks good. It looks really nice. It's on 17th Ave, which generally has pretty good restaurants. I mean, they are the one or two that I don't think should be on 17th Ave. But all in all, I think it should be good. We'll see. I haven't heard of anyone talk about it. I just typed in sushi because it was my brother's birthday not too long ago, and he does enjoy sushi, but my brother tends to just stick to one thing. If he knows one restaurant, he'll eat at that restaurant no matter what. So as soon as we mention sushi, he just wants to go to Kinjo. That's it. And there's nothing against Kinjo, but it's a chain restaurant. I mean, you always will get better food, in my opinion, at a one-off type of place, because there's a bit more dedication to the food, I think. But anyway, that's just my opinion. And so I'm gonna try and convince Rue that we're not going to Kinjo, that we're gonna go somewhere else. So let's see, and then I'll give a little review of it afterwards. So catch you guys on the flip side. Okay, so just got back from Keys, and it was a good restaurant. I quite enjoyed it. So let me break it down into a few things. Getting there, easy enough. Finding the place, easy enough. On 17th Ave, very popular street for food and cuisine and so on in Calgary. Parking was an issue though. Simply because basically if you had the restaurant right here, across the road, there was apartment blocks going straight down that way, and then just behind the restaurant, there's more apartments. So as soon as you get there late at night, obviously everyone's home that lives in those apartments, so there's people that park on the street. So you can't really park there. Then if you go around the block and come down the alley, there's signage that says private parking, but it doesn't say private parking for customers or private parking for key customers or something like that. It's just private parking. So I didn't want to risk parking there and getting towed. Then across the it's not really a traffic light, but across the intersection there's a small convenience store and a pub and so on, and a Starbucks. Can't park there because it's only, I think it's 20-minute parking for those customers. I don't even know where the people that go to that pub park because it's only 20 minutes. Then if you go slightly further down, there's a liquor store that doesn't have any signage up saying that you have to be a customer, but still you kind of feel bad parking in front of a place that you're not going to. So it was kind of weird trying to find parking. It took a good 5-10 minutes just driving around trying to figure out a place, and eventually we found a place right outside the restaurant because someone left and so on. So as we basically drove around there, we saw, there's a spot, so we quickly slipped in. You walk into the place, the exterior doesn't look very appealing, if I could put it that way. It's very, I don't know what the word is, but it's brick. There's no real signage or anything. It seems like a rundown building that's just been revamped for this kitchen, which I quite like. I like that feeling of it's just different. It's not just your normal white picket fence restaurant, if I can put it that way. But it's not it's not some hidden place that no one knows of. It's pretty well advertised around the building that you are at that place. And you basically walk through the front door, and on the ground floor you have the kitchen. The kitchen's open design, so you can either sit around the kitchen and watch the chefs making sushi, or on the grill, or wherever you sit, or you could sit if you walk through the door, on the back right is where the kitchen is. Then across from the kitchen, you had more of like a lounge booth kind of area. As you walked in the door on the left hand side, there's stairs that go up to, I actually walked up there, and it's just more seating, more just traditional kind of tables. Obviously they do that over the weekends or so on. When I was up there, it was all shut down and so on, so it's really there, I think, for the weekend. Then and then basically where we sat was on the right hand side of when you come in. It's in the corner, bar height, kind of bar stools and bar table in a sense. But it was very nice. It was kind of just slightly away, not very loud. There's music going on. There's Japanese music going on, which is nice. It gives you that. It's a different atmosphere. You're not just listening to your general music that you would anyway be able to listen to. It's actually Japanese music. Prices, I think, were pretty good. I mean, it's not, how can I say, it's not your every week, maybe even every month type of place to go to. But at the end of the day, I mean, it was 4 of us. We ate really well. I even had sake. Well, me and my dad had 10 ounces of sake. And I think the entire bill came to $128, which, I mean, you can't complain for 4 people going out and really eating. And it's not like we bought the cheapest of things either. We just kind of just bought stuff just to try new things and try something different. Their menu is, at first I found kind of confusing, simply because they kind of put down 2 menus down, but it's back to back. So in total you have 4 pages of it. One is more of the cold and like sushi and salads and stuff like that, and then the other side is the grilled things and so on. Now I have to think what we had. I know my brother had California roll and Philadelphia roll. We had duck and pork neck, asparagus, lobster tail, lobster salad. We had, I don't remember exactly what the sushi was called, but it basically I believe it was just a salmon type of California roll in a sense. Not California roll. It was actually more of a maki actually, with jalapeno and a jalapeno miso on top. Not very spicy. we kind of bought it expecting it to be a lot spicier, and it wasn't that bad. Then what else did we have? So yeah, see, this is what happens. You kind of forget. But all in all, I don't think there was one thing that I ate that I said, oh, kind of regret doing it. The lobster tail, it's lobster tail. I've never been a big fan of lobster tail. I mean, it's good, but for the price point that usually you get for lobster, it doesn't have that much flavor. It is sweet. It's a sweet meat. It really absorbs anything that you any sauce you put with it. But at the end of the day, I find you're kind of eating more of the sauce than you are actually eating lobster. I know some people might disagree with me on that one, but that's just my personal opinion. Sake, I was baffled. I mean, I previously had sake 2 or 3 times before that, and obviously I just had the cheap stuff. I mean, I don't know any of the brands. I don't know any of the names or nothing like that. We had oysters. That's the other thing we had. But anyway, sorry. All the other sake that I've had honestly just tasted like moonshine and vinegar, just burnt. It wasn't very nice to drink. I struggled to actually drink my small little 2 ounces or whatever they gave me. It was just not good. And this time me and my dad said, you know what, let's spend the extra little bit and go and actually have proper sake. And we bought 10 ounces and it was delicious. It was absolutely phenomenal. It makes me want to go get some sake, which isn't the best of things, but it was delicious. The rest of the night went pretty well. The food was quick. We ordered and it slowly comes out. Obviously you order everything and as soon as they've made it comes out, which is nice because you can slowly start eating little bits of everything. We really did like family style where everything's just in the middle and everyone just takes a little bit. There was 1 or 2 things that we kind of, after we ate all of that we might, like, we ordered 1 or 2 little side things. Like I ordered some sashimi just because I wanted that extra nice meat and so on. And the other thing that's really nice is they have specials throughout the week. It's not just like, they're off times that they have the specials. They have specials all week round, which I think is great. I think it's phenomenal. But sure, I do recommend going. If you are in Calgary, go check them out. Great place. I would call and reserve a table. It does seem to get busy. I mean, we went on a Tuesday night, so it's not that bad. But you never know. It can be pretty busy. It seems like. So give it a call just to make sure that you have a table and go with friends. It seems like a very nice environment for friends and family as well. I mean, my brother's 11 and he thoroughly enjoyed it. There was no complaints on it being too adult. It's not like there's a lot of alcohol going around or anything like that. I think it's really good, and the staff is very, very nice. If you don't understand anything on the menu, they are there to explain. And even when I was trying to choose which sake to go with, she even recommended going cold instead of hot, and really helping out in that sense for small things that you might not know about if it's your first time really going to a Japanese barbecue grill. But yeah, try them out. I think it's a great place. Okay, so I guess that's the kind of the end of the vlog. I know Cara. What did Cara do? I think she just went to Stodels with the kids and stuff like that. So a lot of animal videos and so on. So slightly different. Not too much happened. Tomorrow my parents leave for South Africa, so don't know if I'm going to be able to film because I have to go to work tomorrow morning. I work both jobs, so I'll have to say goodbye to them before I leave, and usually I like to sleep in a little bit. So yeah, maybe I'll film, maybe I won't, we'll see. Cool. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. God bless.
Bad ice cream day. It like exploded. She dropped her ice cream and I missed.